In this video, we are discussing the champion of the 1 ETH challenge. It was a 6-week Ethereum NFT trading challenge. Nick was not the champion.
It was me, baby.
It's not Nick.
It was me.
As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. The NFT space is incredibly risky, so make sure that you're always doing your own research. And if you like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. It really helps us out. We really appreciate it. Micah G, you are the new and reigning champion of the 1 Ethereum challenge. Yeah, bravo. Congratulations,
What was
buddy.
the outcome? He made like 30 cents?
Yeah, if you took the amount of time I spent day trading this versus the amount that I earned, I think I'm under minimum wage. But
yeah, you could have worked McDonald's, right? Made a little more
but
sense.
the rest of you tanked so badly that it didn't
So
matter.
badly. Yeah, dude. I mean, because the challenge started in a hard market. You know what I mean? So what was actually impressive was that you both went up so high in a bad market and then both struggled and then ran it back up again. You basically won twice. So I mean, Micah, and then I mean, you got to also say Easy was a close, number 2 multiple times. They were the only 2 people to even get above 1.5 ETH, and I think they both tapped 2 ETH.
I think I got above 1.5 ETH.
Okay, sorry. Then maybe you did.
I think
maybe
you just tested it.
Maybe you just tested it. But they at least got up to 2. Pio, congratulations. You crushed it as well. In terms of like,
can we show the chart with the numbers?
Pio, the interesting thing about Pio was Pio kind of just consistently went up. Like, he had more of a stable, like, trading trajectory. He wasn't like swinging up and down massively. Or just going straight down like Nick and myself did. So Pio just kind of just chopping some wood, just worked his way up. So I wouldn't want anyone else to be 1, 2, and 3. Super excited for season 2. I will try to get my revenge. Holy shit! I didn't know Micah got all the way up to 2.5. That's massive.
I don't know how the calculations were done, but I ended up right now I have like 2 NFTs that I bought at the end, and then I have about 1.9. So I'm really more like 2.1-ish total after fees and selling and stuff. But
crushed it, dude. Good job.
If I had just held the sad thing is if I had just not done anything, minted 10 gutter cats, and then sat on them, I'd probably be at like 4 or 5 Ethereum. So
you flipped them quick?
I did. I sold the 2 gutter cats I got and flipped them into dogs, and then sold out of those that went up.
Regardless, it was a great play because you bet big on that on the 1 ETH challenge. That basically sealed the deal, right? That sealed the deal. But we are doing Mario Party rules. So Micah G just got 1 gold star for coming in first place in ETH. Another little gold star is coming down on Easy Eat's head for making the most amount of trades in the 1 ETH wallet. And there's another gold star coming down on NFT Nick's head for making the least amount of trades in the NFT wallet.
So
we have
go.
three
Let's
people
go.
with gold stars. We need 1 more to drop to find the winner.
Yeah, and we gotta discuss the fact that in all of this, I think Easy, you burned 1.9 Ethereum worth of gas, and I burned like 1.8 worth of gas. So the real winners here are the blockchain miners on Ethereum versus all of us who mostly lost money.
I had a delightful 1.9 ETH in gas. Right now, that's $5,752 over a total of 183 transactions.
Oh my God.
I did my part. I helped out the world, promoted our miners for this great ETH, not ETH 2.0. It'll happen. Don't worry.
Well, and guess what? He's going to grow up to be a handsome young boy. So really excited about that. That's what we all learned during this challenge, and based on his mustache, very promising where he's headed as he grows into a man.
That's what we definitely learned. I mean, that stat, just to not just breeze over that people might not know, is that Easy Eats spent, how much was the final amount in Ethereum?
1.9 ETH.
1.9 ETH in the 1 ETH challenge. You start with 1 ETH and you spent 1.9 ETH on gas fees. Yeah, everyone, you heard that right. It's that weird of a statistic, but that's what you sign up for when you work on Ethereum. I think it's pretty apparent. The gas can really, really kill you. And, Easy, you bought a lot of projects that I think would maybe be plays on Solana, but they ultimately were not, on Ethereum. And I mean, when we look at Micah G's wallet, he's going to be clicking on the hide button bit because he's got an army of these. Is it Howl MFers, Micah? What is it?
Yep.
Sorry, are you coughing? What's going on?
But I think really so Mike is
man.
choking. Yeah, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that question.
Real quick though, all the people saying was it Gas Wars? No. Almost all my buys were secondary aside from like Gutter Cats. And it says I only lost 4 total transactions for a total of 0.017 gas. Trying to see what else here. My average GUI was 72. So like I was not in Gas Wars by any means. I'm just an overtrade addict and it's a ton of fun,
All right, I'm back.
Well,
I'm alive.
It's pretty clear that that's what Easy is a degen. Micah is as well. So both are definitely in the degen category. Captain Kicks as well. But yes. Anyways, I don't. Can you all hear Pio? I can hear you, Pio. Can you hear me?
Sounds all right.
Okay.
It's one thing after
little
another
choppy.
with our new setup, but I hope that you guys can hear me. It sounds loud and clear to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's not.
A little bit of
obsess
like
over it.
a staticky kind of pop to it potentially. I will say though that despite a miserable performance in the 1E challenge, the 1E challenge did make me money in the fact that the things that we were trading and talking about in the 1E challenge, I sized in bigger in my main wallet and actually made money. So like Crocs in the 1E challenge, I played it like a absolute wuss. They're at 0.8. I'd be over 1 ETH. I'd be in second place right now if I just held the one
Dude, the
Croc
damn
that
quirkies.
Those Croc
kill
that I bought. But I bought like 10 or 15 Crocs in my main wallet, so I made a 5x on those. So like
Damn.
trading off of the 1 ETH challenge ideas were great. It's just funny. I traded like an absolute wuss in the 1 ETH challenge, and then in my main wallet, I'm like pure degen mode. So I got to find the balance on the next one.
I want to say that like having the 1 Ethereum challenge going made me so much money in my
Yes,
main
right?
wallet. The other reason it did that is that it allowed me to just leave my stuff alone for a little bit and let it bake in. Because when you'd have those reveals, you would have those dips. And my 1 Ethereum wallet, I couldn't afford to lose that liquidity, so I would hop right back out, or I would take my profits. So I sold out of my gutter juices in the 1 ETH wallet, just trying to keep liquidity. But that allowed me to sit on 17 gutter juices in my main wallet and not touch them. And of course, then they like skyrocket up. So the fact that you like aren't sitting on your main wallet and trying to make trades, sometimes when you just like let it bake in and you like don't have to be on that wallet, I made so much money just ignoring that wallet for a couple of days and letting things mature. So just having that experience going on was so profitable in the other regard because I could just leave stuff alone.
And I think it'll be productive for us to all talk about, we're talking about the different things that we learned. Obviously, Easy ETH learned about high frequency trading on Ethereum. I would argue also that you probably learned about buying projects that would play on Solana, but just Ethereum's a different bag. One thing, in terms of the biggest mistakes, Captain Kicks just talked about his mistake of selling a Crocolypse too early. I had a similar experience with Dior Darcels. Did anybody have any big mistakes when it came to like selling something too early, not selling something at the top and waiting too long? Can we talk about those?
You want to pull up
Spike.
Quirkies? Quirkies was my first trade. Bought 3 of them at just under 0.1 each. I saw everyone in the Discord changing their profile picture. I spent a total of 0.31 with gas on the 3. It was hanging out in the Nifty Discord. We watched them pump to like 0.4, and then I sold all 3. So I was already at like almost a 2 sol. I think it was like 1 or 2 ETH, or like a 1.8 ETH there, and completely burned it down to 0.5 before trading back over 1, and once again burning it again to like 0.5 here. But this was my biggest miss and my first trade. Me and Kicks have talked about it a ton because I know he got one too. If we just sat on these, I would have just blown away the competition in 6 weeks, But like,
But that's
I
not
don't know what
fun
else.
content, right? And it's
so
actually funny
boring.
we're talking about this gas stuff because Pryx in our Chat said, "Wow, I've spent 8.8 ETH on gas and have 1.5 ETH in my wallet. Prob should quit." It just really shows that when you're playing this game, you're playing at the casino. The casino is always going to win. OpenSea is always going to win because they get their fee, and the ETH miners are always going to win because they get your fee. And then after that, after they've taxed you both, then you have to try to make some actual money, and then the government will tax you for that too. So you got 3 people leeching on you, across the game. Other than the bad Acrocalypse, selling that too soon. The worst thing I did was right when we started the trade. I bought like 4 of those stupid Ataris. Thank God I had sense to sell 3 out of 4 of them very quickly and get some liquid back, but then held one of those into the straight rug.
Wow, we got straight fucked on this one.
I'm
Apologies for my language.
.03.
I bought these. I bought those at what? Point 35. 0.5.
But Nick, you have to give them some, empathy because, this is their first time doing an NFT project. So, they raised millions of dollars, but they didn't really know what they were doing.
Yeah, and it's all good. Now we're not going to get anything else for holding on to those in our wallet, but it's all good. You learn from those losses, and when you just drop, I don't know, $9,000 just casually on one of these projects, and you don't get anything in return, it's all good. It seems like they are paying attention though, because they updated the PFP, or not the PFP, just the visual, based on the feedback that we were delivering. So I don't know if they were listening to us about this. So Atari, if you are listening to us, we would love just any sort of utility, for just an announcement of some utility, so we can get the fuck out of this position. Would be really, really helpful. Otherwise, it looks great. We really appreciate you all taking the feedback, and wish you the best of luck. And are big fans, and the fact that you're associated with Republic Realm, which is now renamed what?
Super Realm, or Every Realm.
Ever Realm. It sounds like a game, right? It really sounds like a game. Anyways, big fans of them. As much as they made me bleed, they gave me another one that was free at 1.4 ETH NFT for a boat. So I'm pretty happy with them. So I'm going to stop my shit talk, and let's move on to the...
Is there any way you could pull up, Pio, the total amount of trades that NFT Nick made? I just want to get a quick sum, if you could sum that.
I wonder what Nick's gas.wtf is. It's
like point 1.
Single dollars.
So
you can pull up his activity, because you're not even going to have to scroll. You can just pull up his activity page.
Here we go.
This is going to be good. Wait, that's not me. Kevin MFers? What?
You probably got to airdrop that. But this is you, because there's some cryptoverse spike.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the activity here.
Go into activity.
Looks like I got some other things.
He hasn't even looked in his wallet.
That's not mine.
4 weeks, hasn't logged in.
Scroll all the way down to the beginning.
People are just dumping bullshit in Nick's wallet. It's pretty funny.
So scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh, I remember that VR Future Genesis. They were on the show, and we were like...
And everyone got bearish the second they opened their mouths.
Oh, you did make some trades. You got Looks Labs in there.
So hold on. So we started off. Let's just walk back through this real quick. Cryptoverse spike going to be a blue chip. I'm feeling really bullish about that. I did make a gain on there. I think I realized let's see what I sold that 420 game. Green Pass at Con Club. That was a free mint. Ooh, that was an expensive sale. Wow.
So that's a legit tippy top buy on Sheet Fighter. Never been higher than that. That's
got him.
Mount Everest buy right there. So that's a tough one.
Ball over the floor at the top to try to avoid a gas war.
Yeah, Nick was the Steve Aoki of the Sheet Fighters community.
Look at the gain on Look Labs. Wait, so the entry point, I think I overlooked that. 21 as the entry point is really phenomenal.
Keep scrolling up.
And you 2x'd it. So
that's a list, man.
You buy back.
You got to look at the
sales and transfers.
No, just keep scrolling up, right?
I know. Well, the listings would show that you didn't take that much action. So there you go.
Scroll up.
So you did sell it at 0.395.
Yeah, I took a gain on that. I still have the Sheet Fighters because I believe in them. And I think that they're going to be worth something at some point. Trust me on this one. The Con Club, that was a free mint, so a little crazy. Let's see the VR Genesis there. What's going on? So
Loss.
I took a loss on that.
But quick in and out.
That was very fast because as they opened their mouth, we realized, uh-oh. Then, see, I sold out of one of these at 0.08. Took the loss on 2 of those. Someone gave me the nickel likes, and then
your trading was basically done at this point.
At this point, I made no more trades.
So you quit the challenge 3 weeks before it was done. If you look on the right, the last trade, the sale of Sheet Fighter is actually over 24 days ago. It just says a month ago. We can pull up the exact date. So one of the members of this competition totally shut down 2 weeks into the competition.
Yeah, that was also because I ruined my life, but we'll skip over that part of it. So if you're trying to figure out great ways to fuck up your trading, it turns out that the other areas of your life really matter. And so if you fuck that up, then it's going to actually bleed into your trading activity. And what'll happen is you'll just be depressed, sad, and feel like
that's good alpha right there.
Doing literally nothing.
That's good alpha.
What you're going to want to do is breathe in some of that future hope and let out all those fucking awful mistakes that you made of the past. Because
season 2 is going to be good for you. I'm confident. Season 2 is going to be good.
I'm hoping for season 2 in my life right now. So that's what we're aiming for. So that's your trading lesson of the day. Okay.
So let's go through my wallet.
Learn from Uncle Nick.
You know, I came in 3rd place.
That's all he'll ever be.
We talked about what happened with Micah. You know, we talked about Easy. If we look at my activity,
let me pat myself on the back here.
No, there's some.
He did very well. I will give
he did very well.
Did very well. He traded as you should trade in his wallet.
Pio's turned into an NFT
keeps saying,
trader
like,
here.
Turned into NFT trader. Like,
he got
he's
so
the
tired
old
of Nick's
pro.
fun.
Yeah, this is the guy
Weird
behind
about
Muffers, bro. And also,
why do you keep crediting him for it? I'd like to go back to the actual recording to make sure that it wasn't me saying those specific things. But whatever.
You were making fun of him for saying culturally relevant for the whole episode.
MFers, I was definitely discussing the cultural relevance.
So the biggest botched things here are the fact that I just wasn't taking profits early because my long-term investors, like, you know, goggles were on. And then I had to, like, remind myself, like, dude, this is the 1 ETH challenge. What the fuck are you doing?
The 1 ETH challenge.
So look at this. We got a Look Labs buy at 0.22, same time as Nick. That's fantastic. Then we got minted Sheet Fighters. The thing is, should have sold the damn Sheet Fighters when within 12 hours they were 0.3.
Same,
Come
brother.
on, man.
That's why you never
minted a yellow one too. Like, you minted one that was going for like 0.4 or 0.5 at the top, like one of the special ones.
Basically, if you're a trader, the #1 rule is never fall in love.
Yeah.
So, like, as soon as you're like, oh, I really like this project, good fundamentals, you need to sell. You need to sell. Never fall in love.
And look at this cap locks. I bought at 35. It went to a clean 1 ETH floor. And I remember, Micah, your commentary is that when you saw that I bought the cap locks and you saw it ripping, you were like, oh shit, like Pio made a good call. And then you just said, yeah, but he's going to hold on to that thing too long, so I'm not worried about it. So if you look, it went to 1 ETH, but where did I think was an appropriate place to sell it?
0.45. Oh,
0.72.
Still it's good 2x though.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Well, the thing is Easy was telling me to sell it at 0.72 on the way up. I said no. I watched it go to 1 ETH, and I decided that also wasn't good enough for me.
Well, you still notched a 2x gain, so congratulations.
Yeah, it was a 2x. I bought these VR Future Genesis. I think I actually made money on them, or at least broke even is the thing, because I minted for like 0.08 and, you know, just eked out a gain.
When I told you to sell that cap blocks, you yelled at me to stop fudding your bags. I got the text.
You were manipulating me is what I said.
Yeah, and I was actually trying to tell you something like, me like sell this shit, and you sold damn near what I told you to anyway.
No, I sold exactly where you told me to. I just waited to watch it go to 1 ETH and then do it on the way down. Yeah, that was how I was interested in doing it, apparently. I bought this pop art cat, which is, it's not a terrible buy, and I actually think it might have touched 0.29 after I bought it. I didn't sell that. I ended up selling it, I think, for a negligible loss. Wow, I minted 5 invisible MFers. I'm surprised at myself that I did that. But I'm pretty sure that these got shipped because they're free, I think.
We actually made a little bit of profit. Those things touched 0.1, but it was like the first MFers derivative. So we all aped those.
I'm still holding those in my personal
wallet.
Rolled
out well. I think me and Wappy alone bought like 60 of those stupid things.
Well, they worked out, and here's the Crocolypse. I did this to try to neutralize the trade in Kix's wallet when
And
I
you
saw them
lost
running,
it.
and
Oh
I
my
ended up
God.
taking a loss, even though it's now at almost 1 ETH.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's
what
over
the hell?
1 ETH.
Over, or it's close. It's close. Dor. So look, I don't speak French. He speaks French. So can you
Dior
tell me?
Darcel.
Yeah, just Dor Darcel.
You hit the I really high. Dior.
You keep saying Dior, but there is no I.
There's no
And
I.
Dior is another
Dower?
brand.
Yeah, no, but
I think
dower
it's
you
dower.
say in France, you say Dior.
No.
That's what the French girl
speaks
said it
French.
as on Twitter Space, Nick. So maybe
Dior,
you speak like English
Dior.
French.
It's not a
Dior.
it's-
You get the Y in there. Dior. It's not
Dior
dower
Darcel.
Darcel. That's
That's
northern
how you
I
say
like
it in
Dor
French.
Darcel,
Dower
way better.
Darcels.
Dior Darcel.
Oh, Dower Darcel.
Anyway, so this was another botched one if I had just held it a little longer. And then Loser Club, I bought it at 0.2. It went to 0.6, but I think I sold it at 0.2. I minted Gutter Juice.
Oh my God.
Look, I was buying good stuff. You can't say I wasn't buying good stuff. This was so stupid. Look, I bought stupid Ataris relatively recently because I was basically like, how low can they go? And it's
I
like,
love
Pio keeps doing that trade. I actually think this is the one thing that may burn you. Buying those stale ones, which are like on the way down, where it's like, let me call the bottom. That's not a good. In general, that's not a good place
I liked
to
his
be.
narrative. I liked his narrative behind it though, but I was like, yeah, this project sucks.
Can we real quick go back and you sold that yellow sheet fighter for 0.07, right?
Yep.
So this is the story of your wallet to me. Is like, and this is what I tell myself every time: is I am a paper hander. I will sell a bunch of stuff on the way up. I won't get maximum profits. But the thing is, the sort of person that will hold a project like Creeps, for example, all the way up to 10 ETH is the same sort of person that will hold it all the way down to 2.
Yep.
So like, I'm not that sort of person, but obviously Pio is, where it's like, you're not going to be the guy that papers too early, but you are going to be the guy that holds it all the way up to 0.5
Like
and
if
then
he bought a
all the way
Quirky, he
back
would've held
down.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, that's a different type of trader. There's pros and cons, but
Basically,
like,
you're saying he makes less money than you. You're trading style
I
makes more
mean,
money. That's what I'm
but
getting from you.
sometimes, right? Sometimes he gets to sit there and be like, I told you so when it goes way up after I sell it. But the thing is that he also has to sit with it sometimes after it's hit the top and then come all the way back down. And that's
Everyone's basically, you can summarize that. Everyone's hunting for the next blue chip. And hate to tell you, but 99.9 out of 100, they ain't the next blue chip.
Would
I'm
you
gonna
hire
take
him for
profit
your
maxi.
fund?
Well,
Take
the thing
profit
is-
maxi, TPM.
Yeah, I
I'm a
should have been a
TPM every
profit
day.
maxi. I probably left 2.5 to 3 ETH of profit on the table with this. It might even be a little bit more than that. But the one thing that I can say is that I did buy legit stuff. I mean, even these rubber duck bath parties that I ended up taking a small loss on, or just an exact break even, those ended up moving afterwards. The Moonlings, Jesus, man, some of the. I just don't get it with some of this stuff. Like all the Pixel Vault whales are like shilling Moonlings, and they never got any gain. I'm like, what was the point of that?
Because you bought into Pixel Vault.
It's,
Okay,
Pixel
but
Vault has been dead since Planets. And that was
You
like
could-
8 drops ago.
you could see the art, right? Like there were previews of that art. So like, what about that art made you think,
it wasn't
yeah,
about the
this
art.
is a blue chip?
It was about the Pixel Vault whales being in on it, and then like the theory that they would like diamond hand it. And the thing, I mean, what's it at now? Like,
But the thing is that if people diamond hand it, but nobody buys it, then
Yeah.
it doesn't affect the price. You need diamond handing and buying for price go up. But maybe one day in like 2026, you'll be able to take this little guy and fly around the Meta Hero universe and be a little sidekick to a sidekick.
yeah, it's on its way to 0 with shitty unique ownership. It's like, was the point of this just so that the 4 guys or whoever came up with this project could make $1 million? Like that's my question,
Probably.
you know? And so, yeah.
But they're a
Anyway.
passionate team though, so don't get too hard on yourself.
Yeah. So for next season, you know, what kind of techniques, what kind of strategy do you guys see yourself implementing? Like Michael, would you change anything that you did? You just won the championship. Would you change anything?
I mean, not for the fun that I had along the way. And I think that's one thing we got to talk about is we got to talk about like maybe a minimum number of trades or something where you got to have some movement going, because the play really was, and in most markets, is to sit and forget on a couple of high impact plays, but that's not particularly fun from a like trying to be around the market and feel it out every week. So I would not change stuff because it was fun to do this. But yes, if I had just sort of sat on the sideline with one Ethereum, waited until Gutter Cats was the obvious play and minted 10 of them, I would have been way better off as a trader. But again, that
but it's boring content.
Yeah.
Boring content.
And the fact that having this active 1 ETH wallet, as I said, made me less active on my main wallet and allowed stuff to mature. You know, if I wasn't trading on this one, I probably would have degened into dumb stuff on the larger wallet. So I'm happy with it.
I like it. So I'm kind of on fire lately, hitting some dingers. I'm feeling good. You know, I had a sophomore slump. Now I'm coming in my 3rd year, you know, with this next season. I'm ready to start swinging. Okay. I'm feeling really, really, really good. I'm going to make some money. Basically, my strategy is to do the opposite of everything I did in season 1.
What about you, Nick?
Trade.
Nick was just like thinking about his life right there, dude.
So what I'm thinking about, in addition to, wow, Pio's like mad about that. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop having thoughts. I'm tired of this. So apologies for being human. What I'm thinking about is, I don't know, in terms of trade strategy, I agree with what Micah was saying is, that is my general trade strategy. The problem is I'm almost thinking about like, how can we do this without burning money? Like, what's actually the sum total of our gross portfolio at this point in time between all of us?
It was our first season, and we launched it. We launched it literally at the Pico top of the NFT market in 2022. So I think that we will all make money this time around.
So, but I'm curious about what the sum total of all of us, where we're at.
The sum total is like slightly.
We lost money.
Yeah, less than 1 ETH lost though.
So let's just add that up. So you got 2, 3.
Micah carried it because he'll cover 3 of us. We're really close to break even, actually, thanks to Micah.
It's a 1 or a 2 ETH loss.
Yeah, and that's not the real
not a
number.
1 or 2 ETH loss. You don't know how to do math. I'll do math right now.
Plus 1.13.
What's the real number, Micah? Is it more?
Well, no, it's less because the other thing is all of you didn't liquidate your accounts, and you're gonna lose
6.11.
Divided by 6.
Lose money. We out here.
We broke even.
So we went through this effort. I mean, it's nice that we didn't lose, although the combined of Pio, Captain Kicks, and me,
let's not talk about
that. We're down. So
no, but the whole thing is this whole trading thing got me trades that I made money on my main wallet. So like it's not like I lost a half of ETH here and I'm devastated. I made 10x that on the trades that I made in the main wallet. So I'm here for the fun content. I'm going to be a better trader. In season 2, I'm going to fucking wreck you guys. You have no idea. I have a playbook. It's 10 pages long, okay? I got counters. I got leads. I got play actions. You guys don't know what is coming in season 2. I have an algorithmic, customized algorithmic thing that's going to tell me my risk tolerance.
I appreciate
to put into
those
projects.
Words.
I'm going to run up to a 2E stack faster than you make your 3rd trade.
I'm going to run this up to 100 ETH, buy all of your wallets. I'm going to buy all of your stuff and then just airdrop offensive shit directly into your wallet. Like I'm going to hire a staff to full-time destroy your wallet.
I'm going to smoke you guys so hard in the first 2 weeks that you're going to be forced to make these reckless decisions. In the leaderboard, it's going to look like Pio down, Easy Eats down, Nifty Nick down, Josh not in the second one, Captain Kicks fucking 8 ETH. Dude, that's what it's going to look like season 2. You have no idea what's coming.
Can we take 1 second out of last week's show to say anyone who bought Gucci with us live on the show, you're welcome.
What's that right now? What's happening?
I have 6 of them. I bought 6 of them after that discussion last week, and I am already break even and have 4 left. Hell yeah.
Hell of a trade.
Shout out Sunday for letting me use his ape. Screw you, NFT Nick, for not letting me use your ape. I just
was delayed with
I still got an ape, though.
Nick didn't even respond to me. It was just I don't even know him.
To anybody,
it's like we're not even a friend.
No.
You know? Even a no would have been nice, you know? But luckily I have other friends in the ape community.
Yeah, there's so many nicer apes. They all deserve ape way more.
It looks like the apes are going at 3.
Apes
Is that
are like-
fair?
They've been trading
Yep.
3 for the last 3 days, consistently 275 to 315.
Man, I
I
should have
got
bought like
beautiful.
1,000 of these.
A mutant sold for me at like 2.2.
Damn.
2.3.
Mutants are
So-
mutants are up to like 2.5 right now too. So a couple sales there. We've only seen one World of Women sale so far from what I've been able to find, and it was over 3. So that's gonna put a fight up too, because that's
Damn.
highest like floor price for project with lowest supply at
money.
the moment. Like
Free
there was
money.
very few people who went the WoW route. I'm hyped to see the Bored Ape Kennel Dogs trade too, just because dogs wearing pants, man. That's dope.
Put pants
is
on the
dope.
dog. Put
They
pants
win.
on the dog,
They
people.
win. They win.
What are the ones trading at 1.51 like Oni?
Oni
It's
literally-
literally
Force,
Sony.
I have a public service announcement. If you bought the Gucci thing for 1 ETH and you put it on an Oni force, you and me are never going to be friends. We're
Bro,
just,
there was a guy who had
we got
3
nothing
Oni
in
forces
common.
and 18 Gucci passes. I watched him use all 18
Oh,
on the 3 Oni
no.
forces. I watched it. The wallet
problem-
had 3 Oni forces and 18 Guccis. Bro, if you're gonna light money on fire, participate in this challenge.
Yeah, the problem is people got kind of squeezed because the whole time we talked about it last week, we thought there would be overlap between reveal and when people could sell their passes, but people got squeezed where you had to redeem the pass. And what happened is the cheapest NFT that you could get into the ecosystem that people like a lot of people wanted.
It's Oni, yeah.
You would see these activities where it was like buys an Oni force, mints 12 NFTs,
Oh
sells
my
the Oni
God.
force.
Oh,
Do you
my
know
goodness.
what's crazy here is how much money I've made in comparison to everybody over the past couple of months, and the way that went down was it didn't just happen in the 1 ETH challenge wallet, and so that's where unfortunately, it's hard to compare. But I'm just thinking about it right now because I have 3 of those Gucci things as well, and what I do on apes, 3 apes. So what I do is I tend to take my time and really dwell on it for a period of time. And then what I do is I end up making just a shit ton of money. And so that's the way that I tend to approach it. And it's difficult to do that with 1 ETH. That's sort of the lesson learned here. So what's going to happen is we're going to need to do a 50 ETH challenge is the way that we're going to have to switch
Or
this.
how about this? How
So
about this?
if you're,
Nick, we're not allowed to talk to Nick for the entire season 2 and not give him a singular play. Keep him in a
that's true.
secluded
Yeah.
corner.
That had Pio
let
not
him
told
trade.
me about it, I would not have made that trade.
Told him about it was an understatement. We were like in the house here, and I like physically sat him down and was like, "We need to do this. You need to do this. We need to do this."
I don't
We
know
did it
that-
5 times with his ape.
I don't know that that's exactly what went down, but yeah. What I'm just gonna do is
Well, and the thing is, Nick, you wouldn't do better in a 50 ETH challenge because other than Gucci Grail, what's the last ETH project thing you've bought over 1 ETH?
GUSD. I bought a lot of that, and I've been
Exactly.
yielding that at 8%.
You're like a
absolutely
boomer
crushing
that
it.
invested in the stock market in the 1970s, and you're like, yeah, my dividend payment's like $2 million a
Yeah,
year.
man, my Disney stock buy in 1970s just got crash.
It'll pay for a nice house. So, not really actually. I need
Well,
Not in
what
this
I'm
market.
hearing from everyone else,
I need a couple million. So,
1 ETH challenge starts next week, season 2.
in 1 week, take a week off. Give it a.
Look at that old me
That-
bit that he's
that-
got. Wait, that old me bit you have, dude, is fly as fuck. You got a blue
Cocaine-
party shirt, a blonde mustache, and a gold chain. That's the
Cocaine
easy.
Cowboy. I created a whole story around him. His name is Cocaine Cowboy. He's famous in the Meebit community. I sold him for 7.5 ETH way back in the day. I miss him
Famous in the
every day.
Meebit community, aka like Nick was like in the Discord, just like pumping that shit all day.
I was.
It
Killing
was
the hell out of it.
he was like telling this thing like someone would ask a
Cocaine
question,
Cowboy is well known.
they'd be like, so what's your thought on CryptoPunks? I'll tell you what Cocaine Cowboy has to say about that random
Exactly.
comment that you
What
just
you don't
posted in the
know-
Discord.
Looking at this is that Cocaine Cowboy has the matching pants. It's blue on blue camo. Like he's
Oh,
dripped
wow.
out.
See,
Absolutely
if
dripped
Bape,
out of his
if
mind.
Bape did that, that project would move.
It'd be 5 ETH for sure.
Yeah, easy.
Um,
If they did the me bits with Bape drip, oh.
But yeah, Nick needs a week off. We're going to have a week off. That's why it starts next week. This is your week off starting today. Next week is season 2. We're going live. Micah
are
is
we-
just feeling like a Chad over there.
Are we adding people? I feel like we should add some more people from the community or something to add a little more competition.
We're gonna do some planning in the
Yeah.
background
Oh,
to
okay,
actually
okay, the fucking
materialize this
winner-
into something.
The
Captain
winner
Kicks is
coming
like
into
live
season
on
2 is
stage.
like can we have more people? There's not enough competition. I need
I
someone
need
to
actually
compete
like good traders to sort of compete with. It feels
okay,
like,
okay.
you know, like,
You're basically
listen,
saying
Micah.
like you're saying kick Nick out and bring in someone. Is that
no,
what you're
I
saying?
mean, Nick's not even noticeable in the challenge, so it's not a problem that he's in there, right?
Yo,
Like,
Bert's in the audience. That's
Let's
a
let
name.
Bert in.
That's
Let's
a
let Bert
name
in
that I'd
season
love
2.
to have in. I would like Jesse in, but we can
We
plan.
should be open. Yeah, we need to have a conversation about this and not just brainstorm it live here, because I think more
we need a
portal
roadmap.
holders, more portal holders deserve access to participation, and that is the purpose of what we do. Speaking of which, if you don't own a Nifty portal, grab one. Can we just put that on there?
hey, a lot of people talking shit in the comments, but you're not joining if you don't have a Nifty portal. So
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Can we just?
Yeah, we're pinning it. It's the nifty.com/NFT, ladies and gentlemen. The nifty.com/NFT. I'm just looking at this Bapetiverse. If that Gucci ape shit keeps pumping, I think that it could spill over to this. I got heavy bags of this. So does a Whoppy.
No matter how much you talk about this, you're not going to be able to pump this project.
wait, those have not revealed, right? So anyone who hasn't seen the example artwork doesn't understand how bad these are going to tank the second they reveal, right?
We'll see. We'll see.
Here's another thing. Mad Perfect said it. I 100% agree. For season 2, we need consequences. Last place has to have a consequence. So he recommended a great one. Someone picks the NFT they have to rock for the entire next season. So like the last place,
I'm never
everyone else,
changing. It's not happening.
everyone else.
What we need, I got a better idea. We send them to an IHOP for 24 hours on live stream. For every pancake they eat, 1 hour is taken off the clock. Either
What if we like
24 hours
fly someone to record them
pancakes.
actually getting like punished in some way? Like it's like actual video record of them having to like just some sort of shameful activity.
Yep.
Anyways, we can brainstorm this during our brainstorm. I was thinking of maybe them getting whipped in public or something like that. But, you know, these are just ideas. That'll be saved for our internal brainstorm.
Yeah, I think, we're excited. Next week, start the season 2. Let's do it. And Micah, you're going down, cocky ass. Okay? Okay, buddy?
All right.
Okay,
Sounds
tough
good.
guy?
I'm dumping
Remember,
my
it's the
crypto
One ETH
raiders.
challenge. This is all about buying and selling those NFTs. Remember that this is the One ETH challenge. This has been fun. I don't know what this. Okay,
and actually, no, we figured it out. Season 2, loser has to listen to Nick read them a bedtime story every night for a month.
Wow.
Okay.
I think that's a good one.
So
Hey,
Nick just talks to himself in bed?
No, it's
Micah.
Oh shit!
Shots fired
remember
by
to
Micah.
smash that subscribe, lick that like, and thanks for joining today. This was a fun One ETH challenge. You know, we made content and we broke even. So that was basically what happened.
It's a win. It's a win.
The best traders around.
Number one. No one's better
There's no one that has outperformed us definitively
in the whole space. We're the
I
best.
see no
We're the
proof here.
best.
It's just this. That's it.
It's on record.